paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm Harvey Freed. Alongside of me, the panel, Harry Glanz and Alex Nafusi with Capital. Good morning, gentlemen.
What's going on?
What's up this morning, guys? You know I'm only here so nobody gets in trouble, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. It's good.
I think the station basically called you and said you need to be on the air every day with these guys.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure that's what
I'd be locked up in jail, Harry, without you. Don't worry.
A lot of
I'm
fun.
pretty sure it's happened, partner.
Hey, there's Dan Dubinsky from Skyward Realty. Good morning, Dan. What's going on in Royal Oak other than that big parade?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, thanks. I'm sorry. It's St. Patrick's Day, isn't it? St. Patrick's Day parade today at 11 o'clock. Yeah, bring the family down, stop by Skyward, get a refreshment. And, yeah, we'd love to have you.
Plus, you can talk about buying a house down there. You can call Alex and get an approval letter and do all that stuff.
I'll tell you what, I think things are going to be busy this weekend. It's a beautiful, beautiful day today. And, you know, that's when we tend to find that people start thinking about real estate. It's not really based on school. The weather really has a big part to do about it.
Well, of course, we're in that spring already, officially the 20th of the month, but spring forward tonight at 2 a.m., you got to move the clocks forward. Again, that always means to do some house maintenance. This time of year, again, we're changing the clocks, but also they always remind you to put fresh batteries in your smoke detectors, but other things you do to keep the house moving in the right direction. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about getting a house. How do you actually go ahead and make the offer and get your offer accepted, Dan? Because I'll tell you, all the offers are multiple offers, and I had about 3 or 4 different families that keep missing out. They're going, highest and best. They're waiving their concessions. They're doing it whatever they can.
Dan, tell about your move.
Yeah, well,
what's the move when you make an offer?
Here we go.
There's an addendum that we do, because when there is multiple offers, first you have to make sure there's multiple offers, and you hope that the realtors are telling you the truth. But if you find that out, what we like to do is an addendum that states, said buyer will pay X amount of dollars, but if there's another offer, they'll pay $1,000 or $500 more than any other offer with written proof of that offer up to a ceiling, a certain point. So if it's $200,000, they'll go up to $205,000, and then they'll stop. That way you trump the other offers, and usually it works out for us.
I love that escalation clause. It's an awesome way to make an offer. In fact, if you're not doing that, you're probably not going to get your offer accepted. You might just miss out on it.
Well, here's the thing. In real estate, for a long time, it's been just the same old thing, cookie cutter. People are starting to think outside the box now, and that's what we do at Skyward. Just think outside the box. How to get you in the home? I like to get your foot in the door, have it yours to give back if you want to. At least you're in control that way.
Right. 248-539-9797. I like where we're starting already, talking about home purchases. Again, multiple offers coming in on the houses. A lot of families out there considering listing their home. If you've got a house that, look, if you haven't updated it in several years, if you've got pets, if the carpet's worn, walls need to be painted. You got to really get in there and make that house presentable, because you're only going to get these families to come by once. It's the first impression that typically counts.
In the spring, by far, landscaping, fresh flowers outside, that's huge. I mean, if you see a difference, we've been dealing with gray area of snow. When you have some fresh flowers out there, it just makes pop. Curb appeal is what it is.
Take advantage of this nice weather, too.
Dan, if your house has been on the market for, I don't know, call it more than 90 days.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's not sold yet, right?
Yeah, and it all comes down to basically price. But if you want to try to get the price that you're asking for and that's reasonable in that area, that something's wrong with the home, and that is going to be either it's not cleaned up well, it doesn't have fresh paint. But you'd be amazed how some people leave their homes and they're going to show it. What we try to do is create the illusion of more space, and by doing that, you still want your couches and stuff in there. Take out, this way people can see the sizes compared to their couch at home. But you also want to take down personal items. I never believed this until I watched my clients go through. If you have pictures on the wall, they spend a lot of time looking at those pictures and not the house. So you make it kind of a neutral feeling, and it seems to work.
All right, 248-539-9797. We're going to take all your calls. I guess mortgage rates are just still phenomenal. Again, we'll get into mortgage rates. They did tick up a little bit at the end of the last 2 weeks, actually. But there's no surprise that cash-out refinance transactions are at 7-year highs. Alex, many of our refinance transactions, as you know, families are saying, wait a minute, can I get a little bit of equity out because I need to put a new roof on, or some of the jobs and the maintenance on the home that they didn't do over the last few years?
I think values, as they tick up, and which I'm a huge fan of, just a moderate increase. I don't want to see a 15-20% increase on values. I like, like a 5-7% every year. But, as people have made the right decisions, a lot of people think is consolidate debt. And, as Harry calls it, the toxic debt, the credit card debt, the credit cards you're paying 15, 18, 19% on, you can wrap it in and call it a day. Pay it off and be done with it. It's a long-term plan.
Yeah, the highest amount of cash-out transactions since 2008 when their values actually started to shrink right after that. Many clients are also taking advantage of consolidating their first and second mortgages, or if they have other liens on the property. Again, we always talk about those high interest rates on those credit cards, or those, no payments for 2 or 3 years. Alex, as you know, if you don't have it paid off at the time, it's triple.
The whole zero interest for 3 years when you go to the furniture store and you buy these couches. If you don't pay it off in the 3 years, the interest is retroactive from 1986.
They rely on that.
It's like buying a car eventually.
Well, look, people are financing home improvements. Home improvements are way up. All you have to do is go by Home Depot or Lowe's and everything. You talk to Adam Helfman, who's on the show before us. I mean, his contractor businesses they're way up, and people are taking that equity out to do that. They're also taking, as Harvey said, equity to pay off debt. They're paying off second mortgages. They're consolidating debt, and that's what you should do. They're either improving their lives, or improving their houses, or improving their life from an economic standpoint and paying off debt. And that's what they're there to do. You should not get into some kind of exotic mortgage. I had a guy yesterday call me, and we talked about an adjustable rate mortgage. And I asked him, the key question is, how long are you going to be in the house? Right? That's the key. That's where everything starts. Some people say, well, I don't know how long I'm going to be in the house. Well, you know a range. Are you going to be in there 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10? I mean, it all depends. And I'm not a big fan of just your average person trying to use an adjustable rate mortgage as a tool. Now, there are sophisticated people that can do that. But the bottom line is, as you know, we want to set people up for success, whether it's paying off debt, whether it's helping them improve their house and their way of life, or making sure they're in the proper mortgage program. All these things right now are happening. They've been happening for the last year and a half, 2 years, as rates have steadily come down. And people are buying houses. This is the fifth year in a row that home sales have been hot.
Building the equity by putting home improvements, I've seen neighborhoods turn, and if one person starts, then the next person, it snowballs.
That's right.
And neighborhoods and values go up, and it's nice to see.
Well, why do you think window companies and home remodeling companies use those signs on the front of people's lawns?
Yeah.
What do you think? They put them there because they like those nasty yellow and gold and black signs?
Don't I get a discount if I put
it draws more attention, of course.
They put them up so other people in the neighborhood drive by and they see them. The neighbors see them, so they'll call and they'll say, hey.
Free advertising.
Right.
Listen, I get more excited when I get a listing on a main street in the suburb. You know why?
Right. It's for your sign. You saw the movie Tin Men. Do you want to be the before house or the after house?
Nice. Life Magazine.
How's that? Life Magazine, right? Do you want to be the before or do you want to be the after? How am I doing for you?
Wow.
You got to be sharp.
That is old school.
You got to wake up early.
All right, if you've
or
seen
not
that,
sleep. I mean, either one.
248-539-9797. We take all your calls here in the studio, of course. Hey, call Capital Mortgage. We got a full staff all weekend long. That's 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We're just talking about the positive equity, and of course here in Southeast Michigan. Boy, 2007 seems like a long time ago, no doubt about that. Over 1 million families now each year have gotten out of the underwater mortgage that they so had. And now almost 90%, they say almost 90% of the families out there have equity in their home. So we still got some work to do. And again, there are areas, and I do still receive phone calls for whatever reason. Mostly when families are underwater, Alex, as you know, they took a lot of equity out. It's not when they bought the house because they bought it right. The values are there, but they pulled all their equity out probably in 2004 to 2007, right at the bubble. And then, of course, the homes are still not quite back to those values.
You don't see short sales very often. An agent came into my office the other day, said, I got a short sale situation in Brighton. I thought, well, that's kind of strange. Values are usually most areas up. And sure enough, we did the comps and looked at what they owed, and they're underwater.
Why were they selling it, dude?
I think they had to. I think they were in a situation where they had to sell.
I mean, they had to sell. What is it?
Meaning that they didn't have the money to continue to make their payments.
All right. So whatever their situation is, they were a little over their head. Again, we'll get you set up for home success. 248-539-9797. Again, most economists and mortgage bankers, including us or myself, I'll speak for myself, expecting mortgage rates to already have climbed this year. Of course, the Fed made the move back in December. Instead, rates are still really at 3-year lows still. So interest rates still hovering around these 40 to 50-year lows. 6 of the first 9 weeks of the year, actually, rates decline. But the last 2 weeks, they have bumped up a little bit. So again, the key is to get your loan locked in if you're refinancing.
So you
and if
say
you're
you think rates are going to go down or going to go up?
I think they're eventually going to trickle up.
Okay, what
They
about
have to go up.
That's right, they do.
Eventually, everything goes up. Hey, when we come back, all of your phone calls, 248-539-9797.
Build your dream backyard and save 50% this weekend at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo inside the Suburban Michigan Home Show at the Ultimate Soccer Arena in Pontiac at South Boulevard in Updike. Free admission and parking. For details, log on to poolandspashow.com or call 1-800-SPA-SALE.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
This isn't a cow or a group of monks chanting. It's a cat video meowing at a speed that's way too slow. And there's nothing cute about it. The right speed makes all the difference. That's why WOW Internet Cable and Phone offers internet speeds up to 300 megs, helping you find the speed to match your streaming habits. Whatever they may be. Wow, it's that kind of experience. Speeds may not be available in all areas. Service is subject to change. Visit Huawei.com for complete service descriptions, terms, and conditions.
This is where professors become mentors, where careers become callings. This is Oakland University, where 130 doctorate, master's, and graduate degrees become opportunities. Are you ready? Then be sure you attend Oakland University's Graduate Open House, Tuesday, March 15th, and learn about the master's, doctoral, and certificate programs available at OU. Helpful staff will be on hand, providing information on the admissions process, financial aid, and payment options. There are countless advantages to getting a graduate education from OU. Among them, great new career possibilities and higher pay. So reserve your spot today at the Oakland University Graduate Open House, Tuesday, March 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. Go online and register now at oakland.edu/go. That's oakland.edu/go. Your opportunity at a world-class graduate degree awaits at OU, where the aspiring can rise.
Welcome to Golfers Anonymous. My name is Larry, and I am a golfer.
Hi, Larry.
Hi. Now, before we start our meeting, let's meet our new member.
Hi. My name is Bob, and I'm a golfer.
Hi, Bob. It's all right, Bob. Tell us why you're here.
Well, I'm feeling a little shaky, Larry. They're having demo days at Carl's Golfland every Saturday through March.
Whoa. Did you say demo days?
Yes.
With reps from big name manufacturers?
Yeah.
And you can try out the newest clubs on their driving range?
With heated tees.
Heated tees?
People, I can't. Wait a minute.
You mean we're here when we could be at Carl's?
People, I say we go right over as a test of our resolve.
Oh, yeah, results
All
right.
in favor? Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Wait a minute. Friends, we've come so far. What do you have to say for yourselves? Bye, Larry.
Saturday, try out the newest products from golf's top manufacturers during demo days at both Carl's Golfland locations, Bloomfield Hills and Plymouth at St. John's.
The next time you're in Vegas, head to the D Las Vegas. It's not on the Strip. It's in downtown Vegas. The odds are better, the party's bigger, and you'll feel right at home. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Can't get an open phone line? Use the Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge ticket text 97136. It's always open. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
Scott's has everything you need to take care of your lawn. To learn more easy tricks on how to care for your lawn, visit Scotts.com. Scott's. It's good out here.
Looking for the latest scores and headlines from your local teams? Just text SCORE to 97136 from 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, welcome back to the show. 9:15. If you're just joining us, SCORE to stay outside, and spring is right around the corner. Boy, it's going to feel like spring today. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Hey, we've got a full office today and all weekend long. Get your approval letter at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
So just for the record, Harvey, you said, we all agree here, sitting here, maybe Dan, you agree, maybe you don't, that mortgage rates are going to continue to go up throughout the year. Do we agree with that?
Well, that's expected to have some rise.
Yes or no? Make a commitment. Yes or no? Do you believe that's going to happen, Harvey?
Yes.
Alex, do you believe that's going to happen?
And they're going to stay stagnant for a while through.
When you say stagnant, how what? They're going to stay the same as they are today?
They're going to bounce between high 3s, low 4s through the end of 2016.
All right, my prediction, they're going up.
You've been saying that for 15 years.
And I've been right.
But they've gone down.
And they're going to go back up. So
and down eventually.
So what's the point? The point is this, is that if you're thinking about refinancing and taking cash out and doing home improvements, why would you wait?
Yeah.
If you're going to change from an adjustable to a fixed, why would you wait? Now, there is an answer to that question. I can get to that, but we don't need to do that now. But if you're going to buy that house, buy it now, because next year at this time, I promise you, rates are going to be higher.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Right now, you could get a house pretty. Fair price, right? In a couple months, what's going to happen? Those sales are going to start coming in. Their prices are going to increase because there's competition, and then you're going to see in 2 months from now the prices will start to rise a little bit.
Exactly. If the house
you're
is
a buyer now, do it now.
Right. If the house is going to go $10,000 more, I mean, it could be $40, $50 more a month. That's like a 0.5% in rate.
Right. We see it every spring that it happens. And
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's go out to Chris in there in New Boston. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning,
Thanks
sir.
for having me.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, quick question. We're me and my wife are considering getting out of our bigger house and moving to a smaller house in another city. And we've never had to go through this process because we built our house 10 years ago, and we're just kind of ready to move on. What's the process in jumping? If you're trying to sell and trying to buy at the same time, and you end up with two mortgages, or if you buy a house first and you don't sell yours as quick. How does that whole process work? I've just never been through it.
Sure. Let's say, timing is what comes first. Do you buy or do you sell? Typically what you do is you get an agent to find out the value of your home. You put it on the market at a price, and you put what's called, you ask for possession time. At the same time, before you do that, you might want to go out and start looking at homes to get an idea that there is going to be a home that will be out there that you like and you're comfortable with that. So after you get the realtor come and list your house, you go out and you find a house, then it's the timing thing. You make the selling of your house contingent not on the sale, but on the close of that home. Because if you put it's contingent on the sale, then it hasn't sold. But once your home's sold, you can close, and sellers are more apt to accept your offer. With possession time, let's say it's 45 days from now, you close on your current home, so you have the funds in the bank. You then have possession time to live there for 2 weeks or so, and hopefully you close within those 2 weeks of the purchase of your new home, and you move on from there.
A lot of timing, definitely.
It's really
a lot of timing.
It's all about timing, and it can be tricky sometimes. Sometimes with simultaneous closings.
Yeah, Chris, you said you're downsizing. There's a possibility that you actually qualify for the new house prior to selling your existing house. So that could fall into play.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, first and foremost, you talk to the bank and find out, do you qualify to buy a home with the existing mortgage?
It's fun. I like that you said that, Danny. Chris,
Sorry.
not so well, we're mortgage bankers. Mortgage bankers.
Thanks for correcting.
Deal with the real mortgage banker. But Chris, not only that is, can you close on the new one? Find out how long the homes like similar to your home, how long are they on the market for? That's pretty key, I think. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, you got to find out before you do anything. Go out and look at the homes you're looking to buy, the area, and look at what the comparables are. You'll get a good idea if you price it right, how quick it will sell, and you'll get a good idea that, hey, maybe the home's not out here right now, or I see a couple and they may not be there when you're ready to buy, but I know they will be in the area. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to see more inventory as we get into the spring.
That's a great question, Chris. Thanks for the call. Do you have any other questions, sir?
No, that's it. Thanks. I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks,
Really
Chris.
helpful.
We'll follow up with you and definitely get you an approval letter. The key is to get approved, find out exactly how much you do qualify for so that you can go ahead and move forward. And then you sort of find out, well, how long would my house stay on the market? And if that's all going to work out, if homes are selling in your neighborhood, you're not going to have any trouble at all.
Yeah, and now with the 45 days it takes to close, you add 30 days on top of that. That gives you an ample amount of time to try to find a home, right? And then you negotiate from both sides. But you always can ask for a lot and give back some if you have to. Remember, you don't have to use all that possession time. You can move out at any point there, and you don't have to pay for that.
Right, great question. All right, Bill, out there in Detroit, you've got a question about transferring a mortgage into someone's name. That doesn't really happen. What do you got there, Bill?
Well, my grandma, I'm 19, she wants to give me her house. But she owes money still on it, and there's a lien on the house. I was just wondering, is there any way how does that work? Because I have no idea.
She can give you the house, Bill, but I mean, you can't transfer the mortgage into your name. So, is there a mortgage on the house right now, or what's the liens for what?
There is a mortgage on the house. She owes $80,000 on it, I believe.
Right.
And I was just does she need to sell it? Or, I just don't know how that works.
Bill, what's the house worth?
It's worth $120.
So it's worth 120. She owes 80. So the way I would structure that is she has to say the house. You can do what's called a gift of equity. She can give you the equity. So that $40,000 between the 80,000, 120,000 it's worth. She can so do a purchase agreement. She can do what's called the gift of equity and give you the equity in the house, which is your down payment, closing costs, prepaid taxes, all that. And you can go from there.
The question is, do you qualify for the mortgage?
Right, okay.
So, Bill, you said you're 19. You have a full-time job. Well, how are you going to make the payments?
I do have a full-time job. Yeah, so I don't know if I qualify yet, but yeah, I was just wondering how that works, and that actually answers a lot of my questions. So.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, Bill, as long as you qualify and you can make the payments on your own and you have decent credit, I can make that work for you, dude, for sure.
Okay, awesome.
I'll call you for the show, buddy. Thanks,
All right.
Bill.
Simple as that. I mean, there's a couple other things he can do also. Again, we don't know if he qualifies or not, but one of the things is if that's his intentions to own that house and him and Grandma are real close, he can get his name on the title to the house now, and after 12 months, they can do a refinance transaction, or they could do the gift of equity. And again, if you're not dealing with experts, they don't even know what we're talking about. And we know this to be true.
The intent was that he wants a house for free. Okay, so the intent is that the grandmother just goes ahead and he gets the house. But here, he can get the house on title, but he can't assume the debt. Okay, so because the mortgage is probably not assumable.
No.
Okay,
Definitely
so he can't just be signed over. So there's no free house here for the guy.
No.
Okay, which is what the tenor of the call was about. Okay? I mean, you guys should have picked that up.
It could be.
But it was. And the fact of the matter is...
I picked it up, dude.
Right.
I was hoping you'd call that out. I'm in a good mood. It's sunny and 55 degrees. And I'm
not
right now.
I'm not saying it, but the fact of the matter is that, you can transfer the name and put somebody in title, but you cannot transfer the debt.
Exactly.
Now, question is, can he qualify for the debt? He didn't sound interested in qualifying for the debt.
Well, you never know. And again, once you do put your name on title, then you do own the house. You're responsible for taxes and insurance on that property and get yourself in a jam that way, too, because that could go to foreclosure. You got to be very careful and make sure that all parties have all the facts up front.
Kind of reminds me of people wanting to do a land contract when they have a mortgage on their home. you can't do that.
Yeah, specifically. You specifically cannot do that.
Right, exactly.
It's right there in that 90,000-page mortgage document that you can't do.
People don't know that.
All right, definitely things are really moving here in Southeast Michigan. New home sales are up. We see a lot of new construction taking place. Had a few phone calls on that. Most of those loans are N loans, which means you can come to Capital Mortgage and get a real approval letter. Your builder would be very happy to know that you're extremely qualified. Deal with mortgage bankers like Capital Mortgage Funding. I always like the idea that you don't deal with who the builder's dealing with specifically. I like that separation. I think it's nice to have professionals representing you in all different facets of the transaction. Again, that's my opinion. I don't build houses.
What, you do?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You could. You built more houses than anybody I know.
Well, I did have 3 new construction homes, but again, I didn't actually do it.
I hate to digress, but you guys remember we took a call last week, and the guy that said he went through foreclosure and he was going to buy a place up north, and he had all this cash saved up.
Right.
And I said, dude, well, how you have all this cash saved up? And he goes, well,
I didn't make the payment.
When I was in the house for a year, I saved up all this money. And I was actually really nice. My mom was texting me, so I know my mom was texting me, and she's like, "You sound great on the air today, honey." Like,
that's good.
I didn't really grill the guy. In hindsight, I feel like I should have. So here's a dude that he saved up all this cash because he sat in the house for 12 months and didn't make a payment. So you basically squatted in the house. You were saving money, so you had the cash to make the payment. You just chose not.
Well, he used the system,
not
right?
to make the payment.
He used the system for his financial reward, right?
You took advantage of it, man. And it's like, and again, like I'm not knocking the previous caller by any means. I'm sure he's a good cat, and he probably has good intentions and everything. But it's like, dude, you can't circumvent the system. I mean, there's no reason to take advantage of of the lending institutions. I mean,
yeah, well, we see it all the time. I mean, look in basic business LLCs. You feel like form an LLC, walk away from a contract, and they dissolve the LLC, and you're scot free, right? See, it's similar. It's I think the way Americans think now. You can get out of from under. I know, and it bothers you.
We're not going there this morning. All right, 248-539-9797. We'll take all your phone calls. If you're buying a house, if you need an approval letter, make sure you give us a phone call. That music says we're up against a quick break. Keep it here, 248-539-9797. Your calls when we come back.
The Belly Flattener Nubiotics is in an epic battle with the competition to be the best belly flattening product on the market. To prove they're the best, they're giving away free trials to everyone who calls in the next 10 minutes. 1-800-900-9211. Nubiotics has what it takes to win. It's scientifically formulated to flatten bloated bellies fast by cleansing pounds of rotting food and toxic sludge from your body. Made with natural ingredients, it even combats periodic heartburn and acid reflux. But to win, Nubiotics can't just be the best. It's got to prove it's the best. That's why they're giving away free trials to anyone, male or female, who's looking for maximum belly flattening in minimum time. Again, Nubiotics is in an epic battle to be the best belly flattening product on the market. To win, they're giving away free trials to everyone who calls in the next 10 minutes. So hurry. Call now for details. 1-800-900-9211. If lines are busy, try again. 1-800-900-9211. That's 1-800-900-9211.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Did you know a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, you might not sleep so well. But now, SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. It kills 99.9% of all CPAP germs, and it's completely hands-free. For a limited time, you can try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. Just call 1-800-400-5241.
SoClean changed the CPAP experience for the better. My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean destroys CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs with no hassle. Never have to clean your machine by hand again. There's no water, chemicals, or disassembly. Just pop in your mask, close the lid, and presto, your CPAP system is clean and fresh in minutes. Call SoClean.com to try it risk-free at home for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer only available by calling 1-800-400-5241. That's 1-800-400-5241.
You need a repair done around the house. You don't have the time or patience to call around, or you just don't want to do it yourself, and you're tired of leaving messages or having mixed communications with the service pros you do hire. Well, Service.com has made it simple to reach out for any type of service needed. From heating and cooling to landscaping to plumbers, sign up for free and download the Service.com app now. You can instantly chat, hire, and pay a qualified service pro without making a single phone call. So what are you waiting for? Service.com. Sign up now and remember that name, Service.com.
It's a great time to update your kitchen with big savings at Menards. Stop by your local Menards to check out our huge selection of major kitchen appliances. They're all on sale. Add a stylish look to your kitchen with a new range hood from Brown. Get a 30-inch stainless steel finish for only $159. Hurry in for the best selection of major kitchen appliances. On sale this week at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There are so many choices with McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Grab a McChicken sandwich and small fries, both for just $2. Only for a limited time at participating McDonald's. The all-new 2016 Chevrolet Malibu offers efficiency, design, and safety. An automotive hat trick. It's the car you never expected. Tune in to Stoney and Bill mornings for a chance to win tickets to a Wings home game. Brought to you by Chevrolet, the official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Michigan pulls it out, 72-69.
the Big Ten opener for both schools in the tournament. They do it with 0.2 seconds left. Cameron Chapman, little-known sophomore, made a triple, and Michigan hangs on. Zach Gerber led them with 17. Michigan and Purdue today in one semifinal, 12:30 on AM 950 WWJ. Michigan State will play the other final after the Michigan game against number 18 Maryland. Michigan State gets through with an easy 81-54 win over Ohio State. Denzel Valentine scored 19. Red Wing hockey today right here on 97 The Ticket from the Joe at 140. Wings and Rangers. Wings looking to make it 2 straight. College hockey, Michigan 7-1 over Penn State. Pistons fall at Charlotte, that is 118-103. Tigers fall to the Astros in spring training 10-4 despite a third homer of the spring from one Stephen Moya. And the Lions re-signed linebacker Tahir Whitehead, cornerback Cresden Butler, backup quarterback Darren Orlovsky, and long snapper Dom Muleby. At the Ticket Update desk comes Jeff Lesson for more. 97.1theticket.com.
You work hard. You play hard. We talk hard. 97.1 The Ticket.
Alrighty, welcome back. 9:32. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank. You're going to save a ton of money on closing costs, get a great interest rate. How about the best service, bar none? I know that for sure. We're closing deals in less than 30 days. If you're a real estate agent and you're not referring to Capital Mortgage Funding, then I don't know why. Because the transactions are closing in less than 30 days. Flawless. Get paid quicker.
No trade issues.
Happier. Underwriting right here locally. It never leaves our office. I don't know. You give us a call. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We've got tons to share with you, but let's first go to Marcus in Detroit. Good morning, Marcus. You're live on The Ticket.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Well, I'm actually we're just trying to get some information. I have a property right now that I was trying to get to sell. It is tenant occupied. They do pay $800 a month. It's a good tenant. It's in a good area. Just trying to get some good ideas about how to sell the property a little bit faster. I'm more or less into the flipping as opposed to being a landlord type of thing.
Do you have it currently on the MLS, the multiple listing service?
I believe so. I mean, it is on there. I have it through an agent, but I'm just noticing that initially when it came out on the market, they were getting a lot more hits, but now, things have slowed down. So I'm just wondering if it's because, it's a tax time and people are, starting to apply. I do know that when people start buying houses, the warmer it gets outside, so.
Yeah, you should see a pickup in activity is what you should see, and the warmer it gets, assuming it's priced right. And, it's interesting that you're making this call. Your agent should be telling you what's going on and telling you why and what you need to do. Until I actually see the property, it's hard to tell. But, little things like the problem if it's occupied, sometimes the tenants don't leave that property in proper shape. I mean, I've got a ton of properties.
It's in great shape. It's a great tenant. That's never really been the issue.
Well, sometimes it comes down to price, and maybe that it's there. What you can do to bring the property up in front of people again is you make a slight price adjustment. Go down a little bit, but what that does is it says a change price, and people that are monitoring the area, it will come up on their radar again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a small thing to do, but, we could call you after the show, and I could take a look at it and give you some idea. But, $800 a month, though, sounds like a good rental, and if you have it priced to the proper point, an investor would be interested in it. So we'll give you a call after the show, and hopefully we can help you out.
There you go.
Great.
Awesome. Thanks, Marcus.
Thanks for the call, Marcus. Hey, if you want to use your 2015 income, this is really important stuff out there. A lot of families are self-employed or they made a lot more money in this past year. Again, even a W-2 employee, you must get those tax returns filed. Again, before you know it, it'll be April 18th is actually the due date this year. But get those federal tax returns done now because it does take about 4 to 8 weeks for the IRS to process them, and you must be able to have them processed in order to use that income. So again, I mean, it's one of the big issues that we see coming up around this time of year is if you want to use that income, then hurry up and file those taxes. And again, you have to, if you owe money, you got to have proof that you paid the whatever you owe the government in your taxes.
I love it when I'm smiling ear to ear. I love it when Harvey pays attention. Because remember a few weeks ago, you argued with me, it was April 15th. I told him, no, it was April 18th this year. I love it, Harvey. You are the man. You take good notes. You are the best.
Not too bad.
But it's true. We need that 4506T. It's a transcript verification document. When you guys sign it, an application, when a mortgage application is made, but then we send it into the IRS, and guess what? The IRS is a little bit busy processing, the information they have to give for tax returns, not to mention, combating fraud.
Their identity theft problem they have.
The identity theft and issues that they have going on there. So guess what? The priority is not to return that 4506T in a timely fashion.
All right.
Right?
Oh, yeah. You got to get them done. Get it done.
So, again, like interest rates are going to go up, that will hold up your mortgage application. It's a lock.
Oh, for sure. 248-539-9797. Tons to share with you. Again, also another thing like there is your debt-to-income ratio, student loans. Look, they say that's holding back a lot of the millennials. And again, a lot of families that have gone to college, it could have been 5 or 10 years ago. You can call up most of the federal student loan programs and negotiate with them a better monthly payment, something that fits your income. And they're usually willing to work with you on that.
It usually goes 10% of your gross monthly income is what the payment's going to be.
Okay, well, that can work. That can help out a lot of families. Again, they might need to bring down that debt-to-income ratio, and a lot of times we see the student loan can be dropped a little.
You can't ignore those, man.
Is he just saying adjust it until you get the house, and then it goes up again? Is that what you're saying?
Well, there's all sorts of different plans, but a lot of families don't think that they can call and actually work out a deal with whoever it could be. It's Nelnet. That's a lot. The more popular ones, Nelnet, or it says United States Student Loan Program. And again, whoever the institution is, even though in the private banks, they're willing to work with you to make sure that you make those payments in a timely manner. That's the key. 248-539-9797. Let's go out to Daryl in Detroit. Good morning, Daryl. You're live on the ticket.
Hi, how you doing today?
Hey, man. Good morning, sir.
All right. This is the situation. I am renting a home. My landlord has not paid like 2013 taxes. I don't think that he's going to pay them. So if he winds up losing the home and I'm able to acquire it through the auction process in Wayne County, is there a time frame that I must own the home before I can take some equity out and do some, because it needs a little work?
Yeah, I mean, you need a year to take cash out from the acquisition cost. So what's the house worth right now?
I think it's about 40 or 50.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, from the time you acquire the property, it's going to take you a year before you can actually take cash out and use a new appraised value.
Yeah, it's a lower on the lower amount side. So generally speaking, if your credit's good, Daryl, and as long as you're able, if you've got good credit, you should be able to get just a small home equity loan for that. Maybe 20 or 30,000, no more than 20 or 30,000 if your value's 40, 50 in that ballpark. But that's typically a home equity loan. It's a line of credit. And as long as your credit's good, I hope your credit's intact. Is that true?
It's about 600.
That's not going to work for you.
That's not good, Daryl.
Yeah, you got to work on that now, Daryl, definitely. And again, if you want it, we'll follow up with you after the show. We can run your credit report and find out what it's going to take to get your scores up. But you know what it takes. You got to pay your bills on time. And if you are paying those on time, maybe you need to acquire 1 or 2 more credit cards, a secured credit card. If you don't have a car loan now, if you're thinking about getting one, those are the types of loans, if you pay those on time, that are going to move your credit scores up. It takes credit to improve your credit score. So we'll follow up with you. Thanks for the call, Daryl.
Thank you very much. Y'all guys have a great day.
All right, we've got some calls coming in now. Come and join us. 248-539-9797. We got Gary out in White Lake. Hey, good morning, Gary. You're live on the ticket.
Hi, good morning. I got a question about a mortgage through my credit union. A few years ago, I financed through your company, a 15-year great interest rate.
Awesome.
My credit union is currently offering, they call it an equity first mortgage.
Okay.
Where I can combine, you have a choice, combining a second mortgage or taking money out, providing you're within the limits for the equity. Now, they're offering for a 7-year, like 2.99.
A 7-year, wait, time out. A 7-year what? A 7-year ARM?
7-year mortgage, just flat out 7-year mortgage.
What's a 7-year mortgage, Gary?
Right now, it's 3.49.
No, what is it? Is it amortized over 7 years? Is it a 7-year ARM? What is it?
No. It's amortized over 7 years.
Okay.
That's going to be a little bit out of my range. They're offering a 10-year for 3.49.
Okay.
I guess my question is, and there's zero cost. They absorb all the costs. It doesn't get rolled in. They just do it to get your business, I'm assuming. I guess my question is there any disadvantage to having the credit union?
A whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them, Alex. I don't want to cut you off, but I was stirring on this one.
I know.
Let me just say this.
I saw your face.
I saw my face. Here's the first thing, and you got to listen to me loud and clear on this one, Gary. The HARP loan. You hear that? Remember when everyone's values went down to nothing in 2007 and 8? And all the families, right, all our neighbors were walking away from their homes, right? Everyone's losing their homes. The government came out with a program called HARP, Home Affordable Refinance Program. If you had a loan at the credit union, you didn't qualify. End of story. Let the credit unions handle the car loans. Deal with real mortgage bankers like Capital Mortgage Funding. That's why Harry's here. He's going to keep us in it. Deal with real mortgage bankers. Let me tell you this. Just the general information you have is a little scary to me. I want to give you a call after and see what the real facts are about this. I'll call the credit union and find out even. It just sounds... It sounds like, they're just trying to loop you into something. I'd like to see what you need. What would benefit Gary in this situation? Did you need cash out to do some home improvements? What do you need cash for?
Nothing. I'm just going to, it eliminates about 2 or 3 years off of my mortgage.
Okay.
It's going to convert it to a 10-year mortgage.
Great. What's your balance on the house, Gary?
I'm going to be financed about $116.
That's a decent amount still. I'll definitely want to set you up with a good mortgage for the next, whatever it be, 7, 10, or 15 years.
I did do the HARP loan a few years ago with you guys.
But there you go.
In like 2012. And I'm just looking to better. So I'm going to pay the house off probably 3 years or so, 4 years.
You got to
take a look at it for him, man.
All right, great call, Gary. Appreciate it. We'll follow up with you. 248-539-9797. When you come back, we'll give you all the answers to your questions.
Boston's is telling Fords to stick it with shareable items like our famous Mamma Mia pizza on a stick, jalapeno sausage rolls on a stick, and cinnamon rolls on a stick. Boston's, we've got you covered.
Boston's Shelby Township, located at the northwest corner of Hall Road and Hayes, or visit bostons.com.
At Great Clips, we understand every minute counts. That's why Great Clips has online check-in. Save time every time. Save 2 minutes before your haircut. You can fry an egg and bacon. Sounds like angels singing. Save 3 minutes, make awkward armpit noises. Save 14 glorious minutes of doing lots of nothing. You feel that? That's nothing. You get priceless minutes for free when you use Great Clips online check-in. Download the free app or visit greatclips.com. It's going to be great. Oh, I can still smell that bacon.
More boats, more brands, family fun. March 10th through 13th at Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. Climb aboard and explore boats and accessories for every budget. See the Star Wars X-Wing Starfighter boat. Fun for all ages in the Pirate Village. March 10th through 13th at Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. More details at springboatingexpo.com.
Life is better with a boat. Mike Valenti here with Tony Ortiz. Tony, I see you got a new outfit here. Very hip.
Hey, listen, now that I've lost over 50 pounds with Custom Health Center, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I figure I should act the part.
My God, people, Tony's going full-on millennial.
Hold on. Let me just finish sending out this tweet. Hashtag Custom Health Center. Hashtag Healthy Living. Hashtag 50 pounds down and sent. Now, what were you saying, Mike? I'm sorry.
Please stop taking selfies. You've lost a ton of weight, but tell the people how you feel.
I feel good, Mike, and you nailed it. Custom Health Center and the Nutrimos program, it's not all about weight loss. They also want you to feel as good as you look. There's no hunger, no cravings, no exercise required, and you know what? I have even more energy than ever. Custom Health Center. It really does change your life, Mike.
What has happened to you, Tony? Look, if you want results like Tony, give Custom Health Center a call, 1-800-IDEAL-U. You schedule your full body consultation and get started losing weight today. The number, 1-800-IDEAL-U. Lose 20 to 45 pounds in 40 days with Custom Health Center.
Mike, I lost 30 pounds in the first 40 days, and you can too. Call 1-800-IDEAL-U right now.
Pick 2. You get to choose.
Through Michigan's Digital Learning Initiative, all public middle and high school students now can enroll and earn credit in up to 2 online courses per semester. There are hundreds of course titles available through schools at no cost to parents.
Information about the statewide catalog of online courses is available from your local school or at micourses.org.
Partnering with Michigan Schools, this message is sponsored by the Michigan Department of Education, Michigan Virtual University, and MAB.
Your life can change a lot in 2 years.
Oh my, look how big you are.
And you do what you can to keep up.
Okay, Robert, let's get your blood pressure.
But did you know the environment in your home changes too? That's why it's important to check for radon every 2 years. A silent, deadly gas that occurs naturally in the soil. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer among adults. So even if you've checked your home before, it's best to check again. Visit deqradon.com to learn how to test. This message sponsored by the MAB and the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality.
We're looking for the most interesting basketball fans. Join the street team and the ticket chicks tomorrow from 3 to 5 at the broadcast booth on Allen Road and Allen Park. It's a basketball tip-off party for all the madness as your team marches through the weekend tournaments. Come out and win some stuff. Plus, come up with your best basketball-related, most interesting man-legend line. Then go to DosEquis.com/MVP for a chance to win tickets to the game of your choice.
You can now watch Valenti and Foster live streaming video afternoons 2 to 6 at 971theticket.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to the show. It's 9:46. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. Of course, we always take your phone calls live in the studio, 248-539-9797.
I got to send some love to my father who's driving back from Indianapolis right now. He's went to the Michigan State game last night, and he's texting me listening. So.
Oh, he's over there. Yeah, he's checking out the tourney.
One of his buddies bailed, and he's like, Broski. That's what he calls me. But, he's like, Broski, you got to come down and call one of your buddies. And I texted Harry.
Your dad is an Indiana legend. He's a Butler College football legend is what he is.
He is. All of his stories I thought they were like made up. And then when I went to my cousin's wedding down there a couple years ago, people are like, your father was the greatest running back ever. And I'm like, dude, did you hire all like 1,200 people to talk to
He's built like a running back / linebacker.
Yeah, so
I want him on my side.
Much love, broski.
The original Diesel, right?
Good pass. Of course, we got Michigan and Michigan State still in the Big Ten tourney, which is pretty exciting stuff for the next couple days here. We
For
got
Michigan State, it's great.
All right.
I'd rather see here. It'd be great if Michigan played. Well, I mean, Michigan State's going to play Michigan. That'd be great. I can't wait for that.
Maybe Michigan will sneak into the big tourney, which is awesome.
No, they're in right now. After beating Indiana, they're in. They needed to win those two games. They won, and they're in the tourney. But Michigan State has bigger fish to fry, baby.
All right. Conventional, FHA, the USDA loans, any way you want to purchase a house using the Veterans Administration. For all our veterans out there, again, folks, if you're not using it, you can purchase a house zero down. If you've been disabled, veteran, of course, they'll even waive the funding fee for you. The Veterans Administration definitely wants to get families into homes right now. So if you want to just check out the program, be sure to call us here in the studio or at Capital Mortgage. All the programs to fit your mortgage needs. Again, a lot of families don't even realize you can go 3% down conventional, and you can have lower scores conventional, but you got to be careful with it. You can't, if you do have the lower scores, you got to get those credit scores up. It can get rather expensive. And again, sometimes an FHA loan might work a little bit better for you. So again, deal with the professionals. Find out why a mortgage program would work better for you versus another one. It might even be the seller's concessions that are allowable.
I love working those VA guys. I love selling them homes. They're real nice, and they're doing, obviously, helping our country out. But it's a great program. I'm glad we do that for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Angry ticket text just came in. You guys are all BS artists. When I lost my house to foreclosure following my divorce, I sent a payment of $1,500, and they returned it and said I had to make the whole payment.
That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Because it was in foreclosure.
Because you didn't make because you're 3 months down, and they don't take one payment, dude. It's not like a credit card where if you miss one payment, you can just make like a minimum payment the next month.
Well, I got to ask you a question. Why do you keep reading those things? We don't read them. There's no reason to read them. If you want to call the show, you can.
I don't read them, but I clicked off of.
It's probably our fault too, because he got a house that he didn't qualify for. And again, this is why you deal with mortgage professionals. Most families don't even understand debt to income ratio.
Yeah, and there's reasons why people get. Sometimes there's legitimate reasons, right? You've always said that.
So the guy got divorced, and he lost his house. You lost it. Like
you can call up.
You put it in your phone, and it took you to the wrong place.
Let me tell you something. Again, we know a little bit about divorce in this room, Alex and I definitely know that. I'm just saying, there are families.
I have both my houses, and I didn't lose either one of them.
If there was financial stress going on, you can call the institution up. They always make some arrangements. 248-539-9797. Again, work on that credit score. That's the thing. If you are considering purchasing a house, find out what it's going to take to get your credit scores up. Also, no new debt. There's a lot of do's and don'ts. If you're going to be buying a house in the next 6 months, and I see this all the time, and sure enough, there it is, a brand new car 4 months ago. Maybe hold off on that real expensive car payment just a little bit. Get the house first. You'll be able to get a car loan after, no problem. They don't do debt to income qualifications when you're buying automobiles, but they do when you're purchasing a house. Pretty important stuff.
Oh, they run your credit. They want to make sure. But yeah, we like that when they go out and get the Art Van Furniture account before they close, the new car, everything, the new credit cards. That's not good.
There's a difference between qualifying and actually approved, right?
Well, yeah.
A little bit.
Well, and again, funds to close has always been an issue out there if you're looking to purchase a house. And again, you just haven't been able to save enough money. There are grant programs out there that you can seek. You can definitely seek out and find out if you're willing to get some money that way. The MSHDA program is available. We offer those type of mortgages also. Gifts from family members. Nothing could be easier than that. Or how about borrowing against your 401k. Now, you borrow against it because you actually pay yourself back. We're not telling you to do a hardship withdrawal. No, that's your retirement money. We want that to be there for you one day. But again, you can pay yourself back, and usually it comes out of your paycheck. If you pay twice a month, it's not outrageous, and it should free up enough money where you can purchase a house. Again, with all these little down programs, very minimal down programs, find out what it takes for you to become a homeowner.
It just goes back to hiring people that know what they're doing. Whether it's, a mortgage guy, a realtor, anything else. You have to hire people that you trust that know what they're doing. And, I've used an analogy 1,000 times. My buddy Perry Stevens, he owns he's a tree trimming company. He's a real life lumberjack. He actually... Have you seen the Reverend?
Arborist.
Yeah, he was the Reverend. He actually played the grizzly bear that attacked DiCaprio in that movie. That's Perry Stevens.
Good to meet him.
But here's the thing, dude. If there's a tree that has to be cut down, hey Perry, you got to cut this tree down, dude. I don't go in the phone book and start flipping through, saying hey, how much can you cut this limb down for?
When you hire people and they start asking you questions.
He's my friend. I trust him. Same thing with you, Dan. And I've said this before. Remember that house that I was in love with?
Oh yeah.
Dude, Dan Davinsky walked away from $12,000 in commission.
He told you not to buy that house.
He's told him not, Alex, you cannot buy this house. It's a piece of crap.
Yeah, and
didn't say that, but
from the outside it looked great. You know, it was a house that was built in addition here, addition here, and addition here. A couple different heating systems, plumbing. So you can tell right off the bat. But from someone else's view, it just looks great. But it's really, it really had some issues. And I'm glad you didn't because
I am too.
Yeah.
Well, buying a house is a very emotional decision, and when people make emotional, rash decisions based on emotion, it never goes well.
Right.
So you got to hire somebody that is not involved in the emotion of the transaction, somebody that's level-headed that can give you, unfiltered advice.
Yeah, you have to remove yourself and also, buffer between each agent.
You need an objective eye taking a look at that situation.
If I were to tell everything that my client said directly to me to them, deals wouldn't get done. Again, you have to somehow you're selling them. Really. And you have to know who to sell. Do you have to sell your client? Sometimes you have to let them know, hey, you need to come higher in price to get this, or do you have to sell the other agent?
We had one of those issues even last week, and it's going to come up quite a bit in Southeast Michigan as families are starting to overbid and try to outbid to get the house. There's just not a lot of great homes on the marketplace. And again, an appraisal comes in at the current value, but the family has overbid the house. A purchase agreement is trumped up, whatever that number might be. At the end of the day, they were able to work it out. We talked about this last couple of weeks. At the end of the day, all the transactions that are win-win, it works out for all parties. The sellers are getting what they need out of the house. The buyer feels like they got a strong deal on it. And again, if they're going to stay in the house for a long time, maybe overpaying $5,000 to $10,000, if you have it, isn't the end of the world. Fine. If that's the house that's going to work for you.
Well, another way of, if you have multiple offers is if you bring an offer in, address the issues that aren't on the table yet. If the home doesn't come in appraisal, here's what we're planning on doing. And making sure that listing agent knows that you're just not going to walk away. You do have a plan in mind. There's different ways, and it's all about communication. And an experienced agent's going to know what potentially could happen and how to work around that.
At the beginning of the show today, Dan, you talked about the escalation clause. Again, It's a great way to put an offer in because the house is going to have multiple offers on it. Everything's highest and best. So the escalation clause, am I saying it right? Escalation clause is definitely the form. And if your agent hasn't even brought that up to you, I don't know what else to say anymore.
We get this all the time.
Yeah.
People come in looking at a house the other day, and they said, we've lost so many. I said, has your agent tried to, increase your offer based on the other offers? And they had no idea what I was talking about.
Never heard of that. And also the first right of refusal, too. Again, if there's really a house out there that's going to make sense for you, and you can afford and you qualify to purchase it and close on it without the sale of your house, but you still have cold feet, you can still make the offer on the house with the first right of refusal. You can move forward with that transaction. You can get the appraisal done, the inspection done. It's going to be yours, and you only have to act on it if another offer comes by. And again, it's great for the sellers, too. It's a win-win. The sellers know that they got the house sold, at least there, and if someone else comes along, well then, even if it's a higher offer, you can either close on the transaction because you have that first right of refusal, or the sellers can take that higher offer. It's a win-win.
And it really is. There is one slight downside. Think about it. If you're a buyer calling an agent, calling on that house, me as the real estate listing agent, I have to say, well, there is an offer on that home, and if you come in with an offer, we're going to probably use yours to escalate the other one and make that. So a lot of those,
sometimes it doesn't always work out. But sometimes the family say, well, then fine. You know what? I can't do it at this point.
Here's the key thing: is knowing does that buyer have the money to move forward or not.
There you go.
You're so smart, Dad.
All right, you got to have more professionals in your life. Again, if you were just tuning in, it was the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call us at Capital 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
Email us at mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com.
All right, what else, Dan?
Royal Oak with parade, St. Patrick's Day parade at 11 o'clock. We'll have drinks and hors d'oeuvres. Come on down.
Get out there and enjoy there. We got Pat Caputo coming up with sports, social commentary. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. Red Wings at 1 o'clock.
Proceeding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Max and Caroline are
salty and sweet. I'm sweet, and I've been assaulted. I'm gonna be your waitress because my mother drank. You shave your junk with the door open. So, to the apartment. I'll see you at home. I'm pretty close to a hairgasm. Sex is the only fun thing poor people can afford.
Zero Girl. Watch weeknights at 5:30 and 7:30 on CW50.
Michigan Lottery Daily 4 players, straight back bonus is back.
Oh, yes, it's back. Hey, it's back. Oh, yes, it's back. It's really back. So take a crack to win some dough from front to back.
Or back to front. Whoa, wait a minute. What's the straight back bonus? Just match your straight bet in reverse, you win $1,000. Whoa. And you can still win $5,000 if your numbers match an exact order.
Now you're singing my song.
Oh, yes, it's back.
Oh, yes, it's back.
It's really back.
It's really back. Double your chance to win all this month with the Daily 4 straight back bonus from the Michigan Lottery.
Oh, yes, it's back.
I'm standing on the surface of the sun to prove a point. The sun's the only thing hotter than the 4 new hot theme instant games from the Michigan Lottery. Could somebody put out my pants? Thank you. See, from $1 hot cash to $10 hot riches, over $150 million in total prizes. You can win up to $1 million instantly. But here's the difference. The sun is 92 million miles from the Earth. But these hot theme tickets are as close as your nearest lottery retailer. So try them and put some red hot play in your day. Anybody bring sunblock?
You know the story of Hansel and Gretel, where Hansel left breadcrumbs on the tray